let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets a little bit, JJ. I know you kind of brought them up. It's not really a lot to talk about unless we want to speak on disappointment. But I really wanted to target the two moves that were made. Brooklyn moving Kyrie out to Dallas and, KD to Phoenix. First of all, is this whole Brooklyn experience the biggest disappointment in NBA history to you?
It's one of the bigger disappointments. They weren't able to win a title, and they had the talent to do so. I don't think they even reached the conference finals. I think they got the closest they got to was the conference semis when they ended up losing to Milwaukee. But only playing, 60 or 70 games together was a disappointment. They also had a James Harden in the mix and still really couldn't do anything. It might actually be the biggest disappointments because for a long time I thought that 2012, 2013 Lakers team was a disappointment. But they actually made the playoffs. This 2012, this Nets 3 or 4 years didn't even get to the conference finals. So I think they are one of the bigger disappointments of all time. And it was just sad to see because you had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and then they added James Harden thinking they were going to do so much. And a lot of times they didn't even get on the floor together. So it might actually be the biggest disappointment of all time.
Yeah, when you think about it for what it was worth and the potential and the expectation, like I can't really measure anything else up. I would put up there the Lakers when they had, Karl Malone and Gary Payton when they were really stacked and they lost to Detroit. I felt like that was probably one of the biggest disappointment all time history in the NBA. But this right here, because again, you guys are projected to maybe repeat, like a dynasty could be formatted with KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. And the way that thing went down, like they just never even gave themselves a real chance to make anything happen. What do you think about Kyrie Irving joining Luka in Dallas? Do you think that's just a rental, or do you think Kyrie could possibly be there to stay in Dallas for a while?
I love this trade because it finally gives Luka a running mate. And I think if they do well enough, if they win one playoff round, I think Kyrie Irving would be convinced. Now they have to pay him, of course, and I think Dallas has the money. I don't know. I don't think they've paid Luka the money that he deserves yet. I don't think they have. But
Not yet.
imagine a team with Luka and Kyrie. I mean, I really like that team, and I think that team can be formidable for the next few years because again, it finally gives Luka because Luka hasn't really had any help. I mean, he had Porzingis early on, but you could definitely tell Porzingis didn't like being the number two or the Robin to Batman. So I love this move here because I think Kyrie is talent-wise, he's still a top 5 point guard, and
Absolutely.
it's going to be interesting to see how they do the point guard situation because I think they're going to have Luka at the 1 or Kyrie at the 2. They could do both, but they could do both. I mean, and then if Kyrie's not playing or Luka's not playing, the one guy or the one person can lead this team. I love this move, and I think Dallas can get pretty far with Kyrie Irving and Luka at least after this year. And I think if as long as Kyrie stays happy and he gets his paid, I think he's going to be there for a bit.
What about defense? Because even with Kyrie and Luka playing at the elite levels, they are both suspect defensively, and especially as a unit, as a backcourt. Do you have any concern, even though you like the trade, do you have any concern defensively that could cause a problem once we get into April and May?
I think it will be a bit of a concern, but I just think the way this could end up going, this could go very well. Now it could all explode. I mean, something might happen and he might not like it and leave, and it'd be technically a waste. And Brooklyn would have won that trade. And yes, the defense is a problem, but I feel like the upside could be bigger than the downside, is what I'm trying to mention here. So
I got you. Don't forget, if you guys enjoy daily NBA content, do me a huge favor and subscribe, follow, and like the platform. Peace.
Okay, now AR with the cooler kid. Keep street, we run this shit. Fell back after run it up. Then my last bitch, she was dumb as fuck. Hop out, get the spraying something. Cause my last ops wasn't saying nothing. Whole stunting, big pimpin', whole hunting. 38 with the cooler kid in the mall with me like Joe Budden. These hoes front.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.